Hello, I'm MK Davis. We'll talk a little bit about a category of photographs that's taken from the Patterson Bigfoot film. This was taken from the original copy of the film. When I say original, I mean the one that was running in Roger Patterson's camera. These Cibachrome prints were made, and the fellow that made them, he's the one who ended up leaking out these high quality images onto the internet due to an argument. But I have come into, to have copies of them, and I wanted to share them with you so you know the real quality of the Patterson film. And some of this will be redundant stuff that I have saved, and it's under the name of Hancock because Hancock published some of these. Hancock House. I think Hancock House provided them for Jeff Meldrum's book, Legends Meet Science. But I have better copies than what you could get out of a book or out of off the internet. And I'll share them with you. And then, of course, some of these I have enhanced, and I'll talk about that as we go by. And this is one of them. Let me just start right here. It's a little murk. Pretty good, though. And like I said, this is not a prepared thing that I did. I'm just going down the line where I had saved these. Once again, it's got a cupped palm. That's something that they only knew in just the last couple of years, maybe. That ancient people still had a relic or a remnant of ancient qualities that go back to the days when grasping was important. Homo naledi had these. This is something that they spoke about quite extensively. Dr. Silva, Jeremy De Silva. Look it up. Homo naledi, Jeremy De Silva, cupped palms. This one right here, what I attempted to do here was to get a proper exposure for the Sandbar without losing the exposure for her. And I think that's a pretty well balanced picture. It's a little bit of hand motion in it. Tried to get some of it out, but you can't get it all out. But that does give a good exposure. This is what the Sandbar looked like to the eye. It's not white. It never has been white. No white sand down there. Something Bob Hieronymus stated that he walked across the white sand, which means that he watched those old copies on television. All right, let's move this one out of the way. This is Patricia Patterson's nut frame number 352, and this is the one from Hancock. Now this is the one that Bruce Bonney altered. He altered it at the behest of Rene de Hendon so that he could copyright it. This one right here was not copyrighted and was in public domain. By far the most famous picture. So he has this altered. See the mouth? See the? I can't show you the hands right now, but I will. And then they had this one copyrighted in a very sneaky, cheating fashion, so that he could get more money, which is all important. There it is again. These right here are damaged when I transferred from one computer to the other. Something happened to them. So that's what happens when the longer you go, the more you lose. Black and whites, frame 339. All from the Cibachrome prints. These are TIFF images. If you look right here, you'll see scars up and down the legs on the back side. They show in quite a number of these higher quality frames. There you see them right there, right here. Yeah, nothing like having a good scar on your suit, is it? On your legs where you would have scars when you're running into things and tripping over things. There they are again. You can see them, make them out. Strike, heel strike, toes down, toes are going down. Second. There's your hairstyle. This boosts contrast when you filter it like this. There's lots of different ways to look at it. An animation. See what this animation is. That's for an animation. Okay. Most of the images that were printed by Hancock House were tinted blue. You can't hardly tell the difference between, say, this bare piece of skin here and the hair. It's monochromed. Why would they do that? I don't think Hancock House had anything to do with it. That's the way they received them. It kind of it blows my mind that anybody would want you to see less quality. Please don't see this muscle here that shows through that thin hair, that this arm swings by and rakes the hair until it finally thins it out, and you can see the muscles all the way across the leg, and it's one huge muscle. Let's see. Let's just do this right here. What do you think? See that muscle? That's a heck of a suit, isn't it? See, it doesn't have that much hair. You can see the skin. That's the hair right in here. It's just haired over. Some of it's longer than others. Some of it probably got stuff in it, dirt and anything else they get into. But that's a lot of muscle, and you can tell a muscle when you see it. Changes angle slightly as it turns. See the face really good. You know that the eyes glow? At least the right eye does. I'm not sure which one of them shows it best. This is definitely not the sharpest. No, not this one. Let's go here. There we go. That shows it. This is the eye. I got my cursor right on it. The eye is actually reflecting light in daylight. This is not showing it. The reason why some don't show it is some are not properly focused by the lens. They call it chromatic aberration. This one is. The ones that I just X'd out of were imperfect. They were not focused properly. That's because its lenses are imperfect. You can correct for that by using filtration. You find the colors that are not focused sharply and you remove them from it, from the image, and you'll get this right here. Let me go back over it. This is at 19%. Let me go to 19 on here. Okay, then we'll cut it, edit, cut. Then go back over here, edit, paste as an object. Let's see, 35%. Let me go back. I'm going to go up some more on transparency. Now let's just magnify. Now, hold it. It won't let me do it. I can still do it though. Now let's just take a look. See the eye glowing right here? Now I can also there, that helps. There we go. There's your eye glowing in broad daylight. It's a heck of a suit. That's a football helmet, he said. Wearing a football helmet under there. At least at one time he said that. I don't know what he's saying now. Let's go. Object. Merge. You can even see the pupil. All right, on to other things. 362. This is the one I was telling I was going to get back with you on. This is the one that's been altered. This is frame 352, the one that is copyrighted, but it does not represent the film or what went on that day, because it's been altered and recopyrighted. See, there's your hands. Wait a minute. These fingers are drawn in. It's terrible. How long do you have to work to find out what these guys have done? Bruce Bonney finally had enough. He couldn't. Him and DeHenden got into it. DeHenden was trying to get him to do this, and DeHenden threatened to kill him, and he went into hiding. No more Bruce Bonney. You can do the same way. I can go split this, filter it, and you can see a pattern in the palm of the hand that Bruce Bonney left there. He just it's barely there, but you can, when you make it more visible, you can see it's a star, Star of David, I think. I ain't making this up. Let's see what he copy. Edit. Paste. We'll split this one. %. See if that shows it. Not all that well. I don't know if you can see it there. Star of David being held in the palm of the hand, but it was not on the original picture. All right. That one shows it. Which one is the least or most ethical? To alter the image and then charge people like it's the real thing? Or say that you hoaxed the whole thing? It looks like they one's good as the other. 6 of one, half a dozen of another. Barely can see it on that one. All right. That's all they ever wanted you to see right there. I mean, it was not much better than that, what they released. But it's pretty clear that they were much better copies of the film. And we just didn't get to see them. 352... 339, no, 343. All right. I don't want to get too redundant and start to bore you, but let's move off of this one. That's the tried to make that the money shot. It no longer represented the film. That's the only way they were able to copyright it. That it was a work of art. There's your art right here and right here. But I know which ones. I know it's just mainly that one. Him and Bonnie had it out. Bonnie went into hiding. Now, let's go to Patty's hair. Let's just watch this. Just watch the hair. This is one of the Cibachrome prints. You remember now, Bob said that she had hair like that of an Indian. Just take a look at it. See how it parts right there? Part of it's kind of swinging over toward the front, and the other part's coming back down the neck and onto the shoulder. Know any suits like that with managed hair, head hair? I hope you're following me here, because it's too many things. You have to just throw this in the garbage and say it don't exist, and to try to make something stick like that. This new hoax they're perpetrating. I think I blame it on ignorance, because they didn't look to see if there was any better. There's certain things you can't say about this. You know, it's the image is too good. Let's run it again. Beautiful hair. When I named this one Patty's lustrous hair. All right, good enough. I don't have too much more. Let me just look and see. This is all Cibachrome prints. Well, this is my favorite right here. I love this. Let me get on up here. All right, start right here. It's pretty sharpened up there. You can see it pretty good. Once again, that's that cut palm. This is the back of the calf muscle, and you see the two tendons going up the back of the leg. Can you see that through a suit? How do you explain that? Well, I just, there again. These are false color to make them pop. Make these where you can see them good. There you can see that tendon is right there, just popping right there. That's how come she's able to walk with a bent knee, because her tendons are like ropes. high quality images. There's all them scars on the back of the leg. I guess if you wear a suit for a year, you might get to wear some of the hair off there. Some more of them. See them scars? There's those muscles again. What do you do about the muscles? They must have pasted some on there or something. Poor old Patterson had all these wonderful images and couldn't speak up for himself. Get in trouble. Man, look how sharp this one is. Count all your toes. That's that spatter right there. I was telling y'all about this red spatter on the Sandbar. I may have something coming up about that. All right. Here's an inset. This is I have one of the Cibachromes. I just pasted it over to see if there were any differences, in semi-clarity, and it matched perfectly. So nothing's been changed or altered. But you see where the red spatter is, the red hole is just right down here. The red spatter is right here, the red hole's right here. It's not in any measure out of the way to think that the red spatter might have come from that red hole. which people say never existed, which is stupid. Let's see, Hancock comparison. Here's a unenhanced. You see the tendons right there? No false color in this one. There's the spatter. I pointed to some other things. I don't even remember what they are. But that's the spatter. I remember that. The red hole's just out of the field of view. Let's see. Uh-oh. No items match. It's looking one for a particular one. Oh well. These are all just Cibachromes from the days of yore when I worked on them much more often than I do now. See how sharp I was able to get that? That might have been just what I was thinking about anyway. It's just so you can see just so you can see how close this red spatter is to this red hole. Right over here, somewhere around in here, over here, is a red, bloody red dog print, and I'm not supposed to see or say anything. That's impossible. That can't be. Never mind the fact they had a dog. You stand with it, whoever you want to stand with. I stand with the film. And definitely not with these guys trying to pull a hoax now with this suit suit business, which is not the first time it's been tried. I hope I've been able to clear some things up, at least in some people's minds. All right, well, I'm just going to say, I thank you for your time.